with that being said. But all right. So what we're gonna do is gonna talk about area between the curve. So let's start by looking at is see if you know how to find the area between here. So this one I'm gonna give you an accurate graph, and I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here. So y is equal to square root x, and y x is equal to 4, and the x-axis. So this is where all the bound is. So I want you to find the area between the straight bounds. That's your first task. Second task is y equal to square root x, and y equal to 1/2 x. And the second one, I'll give you a general graph, not by scale. The first one's by scale, second one is not. So something like this. Sorry, something like this. I want you to find area of this. So the second one is not by scale, first one is. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to think about it and try to do as much as you can. We want to find the area, which is this area right here. Good question. And this one, I want to find this area here. Should I start with the first one? Huh? No, it should be an easy one. The second one's a little bit harder. I will talk about that one if you struggle with that one. Now, there's the reason why second one I purposely draw it wrong. There's a reason for that. So you can redraw yourself, or you can find the things I'm looking for. So I'm gonna start with first one. First one should be easy. It's integration between where to where?
From 0 to 4.
0 to 4, good. That's the area under the curve. Square root x dx. And that's gonna give you x to the 3 over 2, 2 over 3, right? Between 4 to 0. Am I doing okay? And then just plug in 4. So 4 to the 3 over 2 minus 0. So that's equal to, I think it's 16 over 3. Not sure. Is that okay? Second one's a little bit harder. If I were to redo it on the second one, I want you to understand, how do you find the area of the region? Any ideas? You can subtract them. Yes, you can subtract them. So kind of understand, right? So I'm gonna redraw this graph better. But before I redraw it, I'm gonna show you how do I do it algebraically. Okay. The first goal is always set equation equal to each other so that you can find out what the boundary is. So if you set equation equal to each other, so that's going to be square root x equal to 1/2 x. Now, as scary as this, nobody actually knew how to solve this. So let's give it a try. Let's see if you guys can figure out, help me how to solve this equation. How do I solve this? How do I solve this? Anybody can help. Yes.
Are you supposed to move the X to the same side? No.
What do you do?
Is it common sense?
Yes.
Oh.
What do you do?
You do.
No, not trial and error. No.
Oh.
You can solve mathematically. Huh?
You analyze?
You
Square both sides.
square both sides. Thank you. If you have square root already isolated, you square both sides. And that's going to give me x equal to 1/4 x. This one is going to square, sorry. What do I do next? No, you don't divide it by x. Don't ever do that. Subtract x. But before something, I don't like fraction. How do I get rid of fractions? Multiply by 4. Good. So that's going to be 4x equal to x squared. And subtract the 4x to the other side because you set equation equal to 0. And then 0 is equal to x times x minus 4. And then x equal to 0, x equal to 4. Now, the biggest problem I have with pre-cal student is this skill is not properly trained. You should do it methodically. When you have square root x, always isolate them and use square root both sides to get rid of square root. So yeah, and you think that's very funny. I actually seen student that is in pre-cal right now that come into my room, says they are good at math, and they didn't know how to do the simple things like this. And you guys are not able to do, so it's not, so you got to do a better job. So what happened, this graph is actually intersect at 2 points. One is like this, one is like this. So I purposely do that. Now, remember, you wanted this bar right here. This bar right here. Right. What you can technically do, you can find the area through the whole thing. Is that okay? And subtracted the area under this. Does that make sense? You can subtract them. Now, what you can do is also just take the difference between the bars. That's going to be that small line, and you're going to add up our lines. So that's going to be integration between 0 to 4. Now, it's going to be top minus bottom. Why is top minus bottom? It's going to be square root x minus 1/2 x dx. Does that make sense? Because square root x is the top right here. 1/2 of x is the bottom. You subtract them, and it becomes this length. And you can add up all this length. Does that make sense or no?
Wait.
So you subtract.
Oh no, yeah, that makes sense.
Or you can think about this 2 separate integral between 0 to 4. That's another way to think about it. The first integral is giving you the area of this, right?
Yeah.
The second integral is give you area of this, and they subtract each other, so it's going to give you this region.
Yeah.
So that's either way or another. That's 2 ways to think about it. Whatever's easier for you to understand, make sure you understand from there. Now I can integrate this, so it's going to be x to the 3 over 2, 2 over 3, minus 1/2 of x squared over 4, and between 4 to 0. And then it's going to be 2 over 3 to the 4 to the 3 over 2, minus 1/4 the x squared, minus, sorry, this is 4. I can't do math. I can't math today. Minus 0. So that's going to be, well, square root of 4 is 2. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. 8 to the 2 is 16. Minus 4. So that's equal to, I think 4 over 3. And I think that's the final answer. I multiply this by 3 over 3. So it's 12. So 4 over 3. Are we okay? You want to try one? Okay. Huh?
No, you
Area between the curve. Area between the curve. So I'm gonna give you two functions. We're gonna call it f of x. 2 minus x squared. And g of x is equal to x. I want you to find the area between the curve. Now, before that, I'm gonna give you an equation. It was a to b of f of x. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, f of x. Well, f of x is gonna be f of x is gonna represent the top part of the graph. So the way to better is actually top minus bottom. So this is a better, but dx usually like this, but this has to be the top. F of x has to be the top. So f of x has to be greater than g of x the whole time. So that's why they are above. So it's top minus bottom and integrate the b.
Could they just give you the equation without the graph?
What?
Could just give you the equation without the graph and you just like solve it without seeing the graph?
For me, I will always sketch the graph, because sketch your graph is going to benefit you. But you can also do it algebraically, but I will do both.
I mean like the actual text.
I will do both. If you want to do it methodically, how to say that word? Methodically.
No, say like no, the actual text on the text when they have a graph for this.
They don't have to.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
I don't have
But
to give
he's
you a
saying
graph.
that you should draw the graph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if they didn't give it to you. Is there a choice to give you a graph or don't give you a graph?
You always give us the graph.
I will never give you a graph,
Okay, so see that's not that one. Okay, dang.
because I want you to train you from the ground up.
Like it's kind of like an inverse parabola
Huh?
plus
Okay,
some
you
shit.
didn't give us the graph.
Not necessary.
No.
Yeah.
They could, but they.
So how do you graph that? Is it like it's an inverse parabola then it's like plus 2?
Yep.
Okay.
It's upside down parabola, go up 2.
And then did they give you the restrictions? It's like from 0 to 1 or something.
What? Why do you have restriction?
You doesn't have a whole parabola? Like the whole thing?
You just graph as much as you can. Now you can use the rest of the math, find out where they intersect.
Wait, what?
That's the shit.
Wait, so you guys drawing your graphs?
Yeah.
We're drawing.
Okay, fair to fire.
Alright. Go for it.
Just sometimes you just gotta go for it.
They really are just going for it. I just look over and there's just a whole graph
Yeah.
going on over there. It's like
It's
Dead
fire.
Post producing this shit over there. Golly, bro.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the G of X graph. That one looks nice.
Yeah, that was simple.
And you gotta start where
It's a
you're
natural
starting.
line.
It's alright. It's alright. Like I wish I have you guys for like pre-cal algebra 2, because we do some fancy stuff in my algebra 2 class or pre-cal class.
Algebra 2 teacher was online, bro. She would like assign like.
You want me to show you?
My
Random
algebra
things.
teacher was terrible.
Can I show you on my phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
She like assign assignment to leave for the rest of the month. Like,
My
oh, you
pre-cal
wanna-
class.
My algebra 2 teacher had one assignment a week, and I ended the school year with a 110, like in my final grade.
They literally don't care. It's like sign shit and then leave you for the rest of the week.
It was also during like COVID, and then during COVID there was even like less assignments. It'd be like one assignment for every 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
I literally got it. But you guys ready?
Shit, it's about to get real.
It's about to get really real.
I can't show you here. I don't know why.
Like, Sue.
School Wi-Fi doesn't allow you to get a
How
TikTok.
good does this look?
Oh, I love the GMX sound is really long too. Go solve it.
I was really excited when I was graphing it.
It's not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not acting right over
You're not crazy, you're not crazy.
I just put A to B so far. I'm still like solve it. I'll plug it in later.
I'm a fan of that. I'm quite the fan of your strategy. I feel like I'm losing it right now.
No.
I'm feeling really goofy right now.
It's like near Friday. Like you're ready to degrade as you go.
Like I honestly.
It doesn't show.
Hey. It's problem time.
You did. Did you do the restriction?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you guys are so much fun.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, it's not that deep, guys.
I'm actually clinically insane. Like, I have like a presentation to do next year, bro. I'm gonna kill what? I'm gonna start. Like, if as soon as I walk in the classroom, I'm gonna start.
What class is
The
it?
AP seminar. It's 10% of my grade, bro. I think 9 has to do it.
Okay, pay attention, otherwise you're gonna screw up this grade too. So this is y equal to x. Hopefully you got this part of sketch, and this is 1, 2. If you draw it properly, it's gonna be like this. It's actually here. But if you want not able to draw it properly, set the equation equal to each other. Did you guys do that?
Yeah.
And then you move to the other side, so it'll be x squared plus x minus 2. Did you factor it? X plus 2 and x minus 1. And x equal to -2, x equal to 1. Do you guys do that? Okay, so then that's going to be integration of what? -2 to 1. Which one's on the top? Which on the top on this region?
Yeah, FMX is always on the top.
Not always.
Most of the time.
Sometimes.
Some of the time. So yeah.
It really depends. Depending on how which part is it. So it's a really tricky question, right? Between that -2 to 1, the f of x is on top. Now, what if I would have asked you between 1 to infinity? Then g of x is on the top. So you cannot just say 1's defined, always defined that way. No, you cannot. So that's why I say this is actually bad. This is actually bad, but I have to write down f of x is always greater than g of x, and that's how you say it's top minus bottom. So this is a better way to represent something, and that's the way I do it, but it's not mathematically correct. So so then you just integrate this. 2 minus x squared minus x dx. That'll be 2x minus x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 between 1 and -2. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to do is common denominator. So I'm going to show you the trick. Is 2. Pay attention to the trick. 1 minus 1/3 minus 1/2, right? Minus -2, -4. -4. And this one's a -2 to the third. So -2 to the third is a -8. So it's going to be positive 8 over 3. Does that make sense or no? I was by accident. And does that okay? And then this one's a minus what? Plus 4 over 2, right? No, actually minus 4 over 2. Minus 4 over 2. Actually, I always look at this first because I think that way is easier because they have same denominator.
So that's gonna be 6. If I just look at this, right? Negative 4 is 6, right? And then plus what? It's gonna be minus 3. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because the -1/3 plus, wait, is that minus or
It's
plus?
minus. So it would be negative 9. I mean -3.
Okay,
I mean,
so negative
wait,
3.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be plus what? Plus 1/2 plus 2. So it'll be 1.5, right? So that's a 4.5.
Yes.
9/2 is the answer. Oh, is that okay?
Yeah.
Next one. F of x equal to x cubed. Now this one's hard. So you gotta figure out a drawing. Knowing how to draw, algebraically gonna help you. Every tools count. You cannot just say, oh, I only know how to draw. Or I only know how to solve. But draw, because this one is gonna confuse you. What time we get off here?
8. Oh no. I forgot this morning. What time
8:50?
Yeah.
Okay.
What time is that? 8:49. Oh. Is it really?
Okay, I'm just gonna record it so that way you guys can have it.
Thank you.
So the graph should be like something like this. And this one, the graph should be like this. Now, what happened is you want to make sure this top minus bottom is going to be x minus x cubed, 0 to 1.
You said that your group sucks ass.
You suck ass. You're a bunch of seniors, they don't care. They don't care. I mean, well, Daniel's parents. Daniel.
And that's going to be x squared over 2 minus x4 over 4 between 1 to 0. Now there's an alternative way which 2 of x minus x cubed because they are the same. You can treat this part the same and just double it. That's a faster way. And that's equal to 2 times, I already got here, so it's 2 times 1 over 4. That's equal to 1/2. Or you can do it this way, so that's going to be x4 over 4 minus x2 over 2 between 0 to -1. And this part is going to be plus. So it'll be 1 over 4 minus this one's minus, sorry. This one's 0 minus 1 over 4 minus 1/2. So it'll be 1/4 plus 1/4. That's equal to 2/4. It's equal to 1/2. So I'm trying to record a video.